I always find it crazy how fast mobile knockoffs pop up after a game like Getting Over It releases. I think it's because the premise of the game seems so simple on the surface, so these mobile devs think they can whip it up in a couple weeks, throw a bunch of ads on it, and make a quick buck. But obviously they never quite meet the quality of the original game, and it's really hard to play when you're getting barraged with ads. I always thought it would be a funny idea if someone took the knockoffs and put them into the game that they knocked off. So I went on the Play Store and I found 4 knockoff versions of a difficult game about climbing. I decompiled them and made them into maps for a difficult game about climbing. Let's see how it goes. These are the pictures that were on the page for the game. It's called Super Difficult Climbing Game, and I'm like, hell yeah, dude. The map looks beautiful. There's expectation, and then there's reality. This is what it actually looks like. It looks nothing like the pictures. I would love to play the map in the pictures, but unfortunately this is the one we have. So yes, for each map I actually left in the player models just because I thought it was funny to leave them and you could see the player for each game. And I obviously didn't choose the ones that just straight ripped the game. I chose the ones that were actually a bit creative and made their own maps because I wanted to play the maps. And if you want, these are all still available on the Play Store. You can play these, or you can download these maps and try them in a difficult game about climbing. However, this game, it may look like he's a little different, but they did take the player mod. When I looked at the file structure, they used they ripped it from the game. But at least they made a map, so this is the first one. Yeah, this is, what's this one called? Super Difficult Climbing Game. They're real good with their naming schemes on mobile games, you know. They're often quite talented at that. Got the bone in there. See, this one was actually really easy because he did make it with 2D hitboxes, so I pretty much just... Okay. Yeah, I pretty much just added the proper scripts to the hitboxes, and this map was like almost just plug and play. It was very easy. You may notice there's shadows on the sky because the sky is actually just a bunch of pictures in the background that are very close to the map, and I left them there because it's funny. Very nice skybox. But my favorite part about the skybox is this. It ends. It doesn't go to the top of the map. So then you get the default skybox from the game. Why? Oh yeah, I put the bone sound on the bamboo. That was pretty good. So yeah, this game, I tried to play this game on mobile, but they were pelting me with so many ads, and I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna look up a video for gameplay to reference for making this map to make sure I got stuff right. I could not find a video of someone beating this game. I found so many videos of people saying they beat the game and getting to what appeared to be the end, but nobody beat it. But yeah, I was not willing to play it because the ads were insane. I don't know who this shirt's for, but... It might be a little big for me. Woo boy. This is the proper scale, by the way. I didn't make these big. And yeah, no dynamic props here. They're just they're on there. I don't know what he put in that detergent, but these boys are starchy. And yes, we do have a dynamic object, but it has no mass. So this is how it was in the game, so that's how I left it. But yeah, so when I was watching videos of people playing it, I'm like, has anybody beaten it? I need to know where the end is, so when I make the map, I make it accurately, you know? So I found videos of people getting okay, but this water tower here had no hitbox, and I didn't realize it in the videos, but when I decompiled the game and looked at it, I realized there is no end. It just baits you. So you jump off that wheel, fall back to the start, and then you try and jump and grab onto this again, but no. You can never win. So that is the first knockoff. But this map has 4. I made them all into one map. So we are now on the second game. So this one is Hard Climbing Game, Parkour 3D. Clever names here. Clever names. They do good with those names. Kelly is a train. I will say, I played this game on mobile. Apart from the barrage of ads that you get, this is the only game I was able to beat. Felt like it played pretty well. I actually beat this game when I played it on mobile, and I am not good at anything on mobile either. It was okay. However, once again, the player in this game was most likely stolen from a difficult game about climbing. Because when I looked at the player file structure or whatever, it had all the same exact titling and whatnot. So I'm pretty sure it's just reskin. And yeah, I assume these are pretty slippery, so I made them slippery. If I'm being honest, when I played it, I don't think I even touched them. And this one actually has dynamic objects. Look at that. Wow. Fantastic. I didn't even need to change anything. They just worked. It was cool. But yeah, one of the things about this map, when I was porting it over, is there were some hitboxes that just made no sense. There was hitboxes that were like just missing in areas, and I was confused. So I fixed those. I was gonna leave them because I thought it was funny, but I was like, you know, if people want to genuinely play this, I want them not to have a terrible experience, so fix those. And then there was other ones that were there, but not accurate at all. They're just like off in a lot of areas. This was really hard on mobile. I did do this on my phone, and I will say it was very difficult for me, but I managed. And that was game 2, and now we're on to game 3. And there's the guy from game 3. So I think they were going for like getting over it, but no hammer. Also, he has like a straw hat like Luffy or something. I don't know. I do find it kind of funny that his pot floats around. I didn't change anything. I just left it there in the scene and it worked. So there he is. Yeah, I found this game actually had like, this was one of the nicest ones. One thing I forgot to mention in this moment was that when playing the game, there was kind of a noodle arm kind of thing going on. I just wanted to show it because it was funny. As far as I could tell, I don't think they actually stole any assets from the original game. I think they made this, like, completely themselves. There were some design things, like this, that in the game, I don't think this jump was possible. This wooden thing was in the background, and you couldn't grab it. In order to make the jump, you would have had to jump all the way over to that rock. Now, in a difficult game about climbing, it might be doable, but in the mobile game, I don't know, maybe some people are really good at it, but I don't think it was even possible. I was like, this is like a cool shortcut they included. I added the hitbox here to make the shortcut possible. I think this map is actually like one of the most unique for gameplay. One thing that was really weird is he has these in the map, he has these slippery rocks in the background, and a lot of them make perfect sense for the gameplay. And like when I'm looking in the scene, it's clever design. But when I played the game on my phone, I was like a lot of them, this just wasn't here. It was in the background. There wasn't a slippery wall. I'm like, isn't that a part of it? Like what? But anyway, in my version, I implemented them. They're actually here. The shortcut also leads here, and you can't quite reach, which I think is perfect, because it makes it, again, just a little extra layer of difficulty. If you want to take the shortcut, you gotta actually do a little skitter there. It was kind of cool how everything just like, for this map, it just like, everything worked. It worked pretty well. The other thing for this one was, all the colliders, the way they made this game, were 3D, so I had to remake all the colliders. Because everything was 3D, I had to make my own 2D colliders. And ready. No fallerino. This part I find kind of cool. So you can jump down a little ways over here, and there's like a rock you can climb along. Or you can kind of take the top path. This spot too, and you can like skitter along to go quicker. I feel like it's neat. Why is there arrows on the leaves? Oh, slippy boys. Looks like a bit of a blind jump, but you jump onto the plane wing. I find these kind of cool too. I didn't change anything here, like gameplay wise. I didn't change scaling, I didn't move any. But they're like just at a length where you have to like reach. Found that kind of cool. You can go up the plane here, but the direction you want to go is this way. That was game 3. That was a game about climbing. And this one is super difficult climbing play. Almost exactly the same as the first game name, but instead of game, play. In this one, it looks very similar. He may have used the same player model, but from what I could tell in the file structure, it didn't look like they stole assets from AdGam. They could have just renamed everything and restructured it, I don't know. When I made the map, the game was no longer on the Play Store for some reason. I could not find it. I could not find videos of it. I could only just find references of its existence, and I had already downloaded it for a decompilation. But I couldn't play it on my phone, so I had nothing to reference. But it does look pretty cool, I feel like. And today, after I had made these, and before I was about to start recording, this game randomly popped back up on the Play Store again. So, I actually gave it a short little play, and it does have... It seems to work pretty well. It has a little in-game tutorial. I don't know, I'd say it's probably one of the better out of the knockoffs that I've tried. However, it still has super fun ads. So, you can only play it so long before that gets old. And, yeah, this one was also 3D colliders, so I had to make all colliders. Yeah, this one as a game I feel like was the most polished. And the whole reason I put this one last is because I thought this was cool. I thought the ending looked sick. So, that's the end of that. Well, yeah, that was the knockoffs of a difficult game about climbing in a difficult game about climbing. The download for this is going to include like 6 scenes. So there's the full version. It's going to be knockoffs full. So it's this one that I just played with all the maps chained together. And then there's going to be the 4 maps on their own if you wanted to play any of them individually. And then I also included the last 2 maps. So what are they? Game about climbing and super difficult climbing play. Those 2, the last 2 together, I feel like were the best. So I made a version of just those 2, and I feel like that's probably going to be the best one to speedrun, in my opinion. Thanks for watching. If you guys like this and you want me to try it again, maybe in getting over it sometime, let me know in the comments below, and really let me know because it does take a lot of time. So if I'm going to do it, I'm going to have to really want to do it. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.